Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're walking into this little space for the first time, I'm Priyanka and I make videos about everything. So many of you already know that I moved to Canada from India. So getting over the life update thing now, I want to give you reasons why I chose Canada, how did I apply, and so I'm going to make this a series. So I'm going to make it as a series of an international student, so you can just take it as like international student diaries. So how I reached from India to Canada, why did I choose Canada, and what all things you need to know about Canada. I'm going to make a video about everything. So when I was going to come over here, I did not have that much information honestly, and I just had one friend. Shout out to my really good friend, my best friend Pat Chaudhary. He was the one who guided me in everything, but there were a lot of things when I came over here and I realized in that process. So I just want to make a video that helps you get through this process really smoothly, and I'm going to be talking about everything. I'm going to be talking about the fact whether do you need consultancy, do you know to apply to the application procedures, do you need to do this, do you need to do that, and what all formalities you need to do to get your visa fast. I'm going to be talking about everything. But first we are going to start from the very start of it, as in why did I choose Canada. Now, when I started this process a year back, I had several countries in front of me. Everyone naturally has that option. So I had Canada, I had Australia, I had USA, as most of the people do. I had New Zealand, I had United Kingdom. So I had a lot of countries. So there is not one, not two, not three, but a tenfold reason why I chose Canada over all the countries. So let's get into the video. First reason of choosing Canada was the visa process. Now the visa process of all the other countries is a little complicated, but for Canada it is quite simple. They give you a list of things that you need to provide. You just need to provide all documents with verification, with full honesty. You just need to give it in the right order, and you just have to go to the VFS office, or you can just submit it online, and you just need to give that bundle and they're going to tell you that. And the thing about the Canadian visa is that you are going to get it. Unless there is a mistake in the visa or your statement of purpose is not clear, then there are chances that you might skip on the visa for that term, but they will give you the reason why they have rejected you, so you can apply again. So for the fact that you don't have to sit, in a very strenuous interview like you do for USA, and you can just get cancelled, rejected at that time, this was nothing like that. I just prepared a bundle of documents, got them verified, got them attested, whatever was required of them, made a bundle of it, went to the next VFS office, took an Uber, went there, gave the documents and came back. And 1 month after, I had my visa. So I understand the waiting time is a little more, but the thing is that it is quite easy as in procedure compared to other countries. So one on one for that. Second reason is the university and courses. Now the courses I wanted to do, so the way they were providing over here in the university was a lot more flexible. So like I wanted to do 4 courses. So they were coming at a time like fall, winter, summer. So I could do all the courses in a very, systematic manner. Whereas in USA and everywhere else, I was like getting an option. Either I can do that or I can do this. And for me, that was not the thing to do, because I did not want to compromise. I was already leaving a job over there. So I did not want to compromise on the education I was going to get in future, because I really wanted to be selective of what I was doing. I was not going to, go through a cycle of doing things just because they have to be done. I wanted to do it because I really wanted to do those things. So the flexibility of this system over here, of the Canadian educational system for my courses, was a lot better. Don't get me wrong, it can be great for you guys for if you are in USA or in Australia, but for me, the Canadian system worked more. Third reason is a very important reason, honestly. The third reason is the university fees. Now it was really important for me to study at a cost that was not too expensive. So I am literally studying in half of the cost of what people spend in USA or in Australia. I'm spending half of it. First of all, I'm studying in a public institution over here, so naturally the fees is quite less, but also the fact that this is not USA or any other country, is just a lot cheaper, and it makes sense to give that much for a degree. I mean, it's, if you just compare it, it's like giving 20 lakhs for a degree, and for the same degree you're giving 40 lakhs. It's better to go for the 20 lakhs path. So for me, this was a more economical option, a more of like a, fee saving kind of thing for me. So I just wrote that. Fourth of living is cost of living and the taxes. Now, if you don't know, Canada is quite cheap when it comes to their rents and the taxes. Yes, it does seem hell lot of expensive when compared to India. Of course, it's going to be a little expensive because you earn a little more over here. The currency rate is different, so that's why you find it expensive. But when I came over here, the rent and all is quite budgetful. Unlike some of my friends in USA, they are sharing the rooms, they're sharing apartments. There are like 6 people living together, 8 people living together, and they are still paying a lot compared to people over here who are like who are sharing an apartment. 2 people are sharing an apartment, 3 people are sharing an apartment. So it gets a little expensive when it goes to USA or London especially. So it gets a little expensive. So I really wanted to choose a country where I could cut down on my cost of living and also give less taxes on things. And whereas had I been over there, I would have paid a lot more. So for me, Canada win. The next reason is the most important reason. I mean, I have done a job for 2 years and I did not want to stop working. And if I go to USA, I cannot work. I can just work in the university. First, I have to complete my degree, then find a job. But I cannot work during that time. Now, considering the fact that I just have 2 classes a week, it's better if I, use the rest of my 5 days and do something, get some income out so I can, use it for my rent, for my groceries and everything, etc. So part-time jobs was one of the most important reasons of choosing Canada. The next one seems a little crazy, but it's true in my case. If you guys know me, you'll know it. It's less populated. So the place where I live, it's a really beautiful place. It's really residential and everything. So you get all your amenities, but you don't see people, you don't see crowd. And it's so lovely being over here. So for me, it was a fact that I wanted less people. I did not want, like a completely remote area or something, but I did not want a densely crowded area. So this seemed like a perfect option for me. This is one of the most important reasons why a lot of people choose Canada, because after working for like 2-3 years, you cannot go back and start studying for GRE. I mean, you can if you have the time to do so, but those of you who don't have the time, giving IELTS or TOEFL is a simpler option, and skipping GRE, so you get the same degree without giving GRE. You just have to switch the country, that's all. So no GRE was a complete advantage in this situation. This is the environment and the nature. I mean, it is so pleasant out here. It is so beautiful. The traffic is really less. There are parks everywhere, everything. So basically the quality of life that is being provided in Canada, I was really attracted towards it. A lot of countries provide you that life, don't get me wrong again, but I was just more attracted to what was offered by Canada than other countries. So yeah, quality of life. But the next reason for me was the multicultural thing. And for example, in my class alone, there are like 80 people and they come from like 15 different countries. So that is 15 different nationalities, and that attracted me a lot. For the fact that I'm going to be sitting in front of people or between people where I can learn about different lands, about different cultures, it was a really plus point for me. Now the last reason is the reason I guess Canada is getting so crowded, people like me are rushing over here, is the zero Trump factor. You don't have a crazy president sitting on top of your head constantly changing the visa rules. You don't have anything of that sort. So at least that mental harassment is quite less. So for me, that was one of the biggest factors of choosing Canada, because there is no Trump over here and he cannot do anything about Canada. If you like this video, then do subscribe to my channel. More such videos coming ahead. So I'm going to help you along the entire process of getting this thing done. So from why choosing Canada, how to apply for it, how to make your SOPs, LOR, everything is going to come real soon, and it's going to be a bi-weekly video. That means in a week, I'm going to be putting 2 videos, not the bi-weekly thing, but a bi-weekly, a different kind of thing. I hope you like this and I hope you enjoy this. And if you want more such videos, do subscribe to my channel.